It's a beautiful overcast day here in the studio, which is perfect time to do a quick feature video on the arcade cabinets. So I get asked a lot, make your videos shorter, make them more concise, no more 10-minute videos, we're losing our minds. It's actually mostly from family telling me that I talk too much about things that don't really matter. So I'm just going to do a video that gets straight into the features of my arcade cabinets that aren't all that common in most arcade cabinets that you may see in Australia. So, first of all, I guess let's just start with the one closest to me. We're talking about glass, real glass, 5mm thick glass on the screen with the decals behind the glass up the top so things don't get scratched when you clean them. We're also talking the instructions on how to use the various control layouts is behind the glass under the screen here. Just like it was back in the day where you would have, special moves for the characters just by sitting behind the glass. The screens are variable refresh rate gaming monitors. Whoa, losing control of the joystick there. Oh, come back. There we go. Okay, back to normal. Okay, so variable refresh rate, which means that it runs at the native CRT refresh rate. You don't get any screen tearing. You don't get any weird jittering or flashes going on. You just get perfect stuff. My software emulates the original scan lines. I'll just bring this right in here so you can see. Oh, stay focused. There we go. It's focusing on the reflection. This is my arcade software is self-coded, self-maintained. It's not sort of Hyperspin or a Raspberry Pi or CoinOps or something like that. I went through and curated the entire list, so it's all killer, no filler, as they say. But I really focused on rarities. So, for example, what you're seeing here is a native widescreen version of Street Fighter Second Impact. Capcom made it back in 2004. I can't believe they did. This is the normal one. So this is the normal one, which is also on the drive. In its original 4x3. And you can see that in the side here, I've coded in a reflection rather than just being straight black. And then this is the native widescreen edition. So there's little features like that all through my games where there's, little curios, and for the enthusiasts out there that really want to get into, the retro arcades that were around back in the day, there's all sorts of rare arcades and, interesting versions of new arcades and so on. Yeah, so look, obviously the metal control panels, there's a bare bones one that's being built now. That's a metal control panel, so super tough, mega durable. I even didn't lease it. I lent one of these arcades to a brewery up here, and let the punters use it for a week, just to see how it would come out at the end of that. And it came out with flying colours, so I didn't have to change anything. Just wipe it down, all good. These arcades boot straight into the arcade menu, so there's no Windows involvement, even though you can quit out to Windows. You don't have to, you don't need to. It's great for the kids to just want to, plug it in, turn it on, goes into the arcade menu, pick your game, get into it. Oh, speaking of the arcade menu, I'm just going to quickly swap hands here because I'm holding the mic in one hand. So it's just a matter of holding the blue button and the start. That's how I've coded it. And you go into this curated list of games with the logos, and then you pause on it for a bit, gives you the video. You can go out, and I've created all these different categories to help discover new games, so there's not too much sort of decision fatigue, or there's an overwhelming amount of games in here, so you sort of freak out. But the idea is that you can progressively go through them and enjoy the retro games of the past. I'm just talking off the top of my head, so there's probably about 3,500 games on there. Every time MAME does a big update, I go through and see what they've added, so that number is slowly creeping up every now and again. I've also added some curious Dreamcast games just recently, which isn't on these two games, these two arcades, because it's the next version of software being released. The software remembers the high scores forever, so you can set some ridiculous high scores and have it displayed for all time, not like the originals where you turn them off and all the battery would need replacing, and then the high scores would go to heaven. These will remember them forever. When you order your arcade, you can get a few little customizations. For example, this arcade was done in red with the full-size artwork down each panel. This one has the standard height arcade artwork, which is the one I actually recommend, just for wear and tear reasons. This one though, however, has a real coin door on it. Real, I say using air quotes that you can't see. But I've coded this one so that it doesn't actually take coins, but if you press this button, it adds credits. See that? Credits to the game. I've obviously turned the volume down on these arcade cabinets, but they will boom quite a lot. You know, do shooting the video, so I wanted the volume to be low. What else? Look, I just want to keep it short because I've been told my videos are too long. So you can choose all your artwork. These arcades are absolutely amazing. There's high-end enthusiast stuff, no Raspberry Pis, no Pandora's boxes. These arcades are gaming PCs built inside an arcade cabinet. And they absolute kick-ass. They connect to Steam, Wi-Fi enabled, so that you can download all of your latest Guilty Gear drives, you know, King of Fighters, all of that cool stuff. And play online against dudes in America. Yeah, absolutely amazing. You can come into our new studio, come down to Erina, check out the new studio where we build gaming PCs and arcade machines. Yeah, I hope to see you all soon. Incredible. Well, I love them, and I know you will too.